Hi everyone, it's Natalie here. So I've already done my practice for this reading. Um, there's a lot going on. So first, I just want to say I'm sorry that I missed last week. I felt really badly about that, but by the time I would have been able to do it, it was going to be like Tuesday, and it felt kind of inauthentic somehow, just to kind of randomly pop up in the middle of the week. So I decided sometimes you have to make those decisions. Like, I just need to let go of this right now. And so that's what I had to do. So I apologize. And I know that the week before that, I only did the Mo divination and not the tarot. It was full moon. It's been really hectic. It's been like just a really hectic phase with a lot going on. So I appreciate your patience, and yeah, that's the main thing. So when last we heard, which has been a while, right? Like 2 weeks, I guess. We had this aspect of Patsa, or the demon of afflictions. One of the recommendations in here was freeing animals, right? Was doing animal releases. So one of the ways that I coped with that energy was we had a fundraiser at work for Saving St. Louis pets. So that may be in part why things got kind of crazy. So we had planted this really beautiful succulent garden outside the chiropractic practice in a big barrel. And people loved it. They were coming in and asking all about it and so forth. Dr. Amy bought all the supplies, and I created the arrangement, or the garden that was there. And so many people were really excited and wanted to know what we were going to do with the succulents once it was time, to pull them out and move them on, that we decided we would do a fundraiser. And there were about 1,000 different fundraising possibilities that were close to both of us. But the friend who I helped rescue the cats last December is also the president of Saving St. Louis Pets, and they're $12,000 in the hole. And what they do is they help people keep their pets in their home if they're like really short of funds and they've got a pet that's got special needs that pop up all of a sudden. Or there's some kind of financial hardship that would prevent them from being able to keep their pet. They do what they can to help support those people so that the pet doesn't wind up in a shelter. Similarly, as they're rescuing dogs and cats and various other pets as strays, they raise the funds, regardless of shelter, regardless of who the shelter is, to be able to take care of those animals, so that the shelters don't go broke because they've got an animal that came in that's really sick, and the animal doesn't have to be necessarily put down, simply because the health care for it is so expensive that they can't keep it. So we've had a big, I don't know if it's like this nationwide or not. I know that because of the hurricanes, this has happened a lot. But a lot of animals have wound up homeless. I think a lot of people that adopted pets during the pandemic, thinking like, oh, this will be perfect. I always wanted a dog or a cat or whatever, are finding that they, now that they're back to work, it doesn't fit their lifestyle. Or there's just a lot of issues that have come up. People die. A lot of people have died. Not just dying from COVID, but dying generally. So yeah, they were in hardship. So I've been working with them on that, and that felt like the right kind of way to handle that energy. There was a lot that came up that week, so much, and I don't think I got everything written down. But the energy was less like the demon of afflictions, and more just the energy of a naga thrashing in the water and creating lots of waves and having there be like lots and lots of energy. That was really, really how it came across. It didn't feel emotional necessarily. I have so many updates to give, and I don't want to try and give all of them in this video because this is obviously our weekly one. But Hopefully, time permitting, there will be more to come today as I get through things bit by bit. So that's why I'm minimizing the editing for this. So, of course, I'm always curious to know how it affected all of you. Did I mention that we ran out of internet last weekend? So last weekend I found myself, like, again, just kind of tired, overwhelmed, with a lot of things going on. I've taken on 2 new doula clients in the last 2 weeks, which is fascinating. And in addition to working full time, that kind of feels like a lot right now, and running 2 other kind of side gigs, which would be, the tarot reading and selling stuff on Mercari, because that's how I'm decluttering our house. It's gone very well so far. At any rate, it just feels like a lot right now. So between that and then the internet kind of going down for part of the weekend, it was up and down all weekend. And then by the time I thought, okay, the best solution would be to do a live. That'll be a great idea. They sent us another notification saying, sorry, service is going to be down through Monday. So yeah, so that's what happened. All right, so let's see what's coming up for our first full week in October, which is one of my favorite months of the whole year. October, November, December tend to be my favorites because, I don't know, there's just so much to love about those 3 months. Yeah, for me, if you're Natalie, I just love those months. Okay, so we're looking at October the 3rd through the 9th. I'm kind of honestly expecting it to be kind of semi-wrathful. So let's just see what we get. Okay, so the first one is Na. So that'll be interesting. Na is earth. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. And the second one, so that's our outer aspect. So what's the inner? Okay, maybe not so bad. Na, na. Na, 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 na. I'm sorry. Just where my brain goes. So let's just see what a double earth is. Actually, double earth should be pretty sweet. I'm thinking double earth will be pretty friendly and not too bad. Let me just flip through here. Oh, thank heavens. All right. Now, okay, it makes sense. I learn something new every time I perform a divination for the Mo. Maybe I need my screen to be a little less bright there. There we go. So this is Na Na. And that would be a deity in there waving goodbye. No, I'm kidding. I can't, it's my monkey mind is crazy today. So the Mansion of Gold is the divination. So if that appears, then all things are good, vast and stable, just as a celestial mansion is endowed with vast wealth. So that would be material wealth, spiritual wealth, all wealth. What a beautiful thing, because it's also a new moon coming this week. So if that in any way indicates the kind of energy we can expect for the new moon, thumbs up. I maybe should also buy a Powerball ticket. Maybe, I don't know. That's terrible. Is it? Is it terrible? I would do a lot of good things with if I won the lottery. There'd be a lot of good things done with that money. Oh, it'd be so much fun. It would be so much fun. Okay, or not. It can be suffering too. Let's just see. Let's forget about that. Let's forget about that. Let's just go and look and see what we got here. All right. Yeah. Oh no, that's the Golden Mountain. It is not that bright in this room. I'm gonna have to turn on a light. So bear with me, y'all. I'll probably. It's terrible and harsh. I'll probably turn it back off at some point. But at any rate. So if Na Na the man, oh yeah, we read that. So the sign of this divination is known as where the jeweled mountain is set upon a ground of gold, there is great astonishment. Where the jeweled mountain is set upon a ground of gold, there is great astonishment. I can see how that would be. So family, property, and life, since the present conditions are like an inexhaustible treasure, these matters are seen to be excellent through great steadfastness. Yay! We need that, right? Intentions and aims. Just as the earth and mountains are very firm, so these are good. So our intentions and aims are good, generally very good. However, there is a chance of delay. Well, that would be so with Earth because Earth is slow moving, right? There's nothing, no air or anything to push it along. If you propitiate wealth deities and earth deities, your aims will be achieved. That's good. That's very positive. Okay. Friends and wealth. These resources will be very vast in the future. Enemies do not exist for you. That's nice. Guests, their arrival will be delayed, but since they arrive safely, their trip is well accomplished. Again, it's slow. To Earth, or anyone who does astrology, a lot of us are tarot readers as well. That's going to be, I think that's just obvious, right? Illness, although you will suffer for a long time from a serious illness, no lasting harm will arise from it. Furthermore, it is difficult for another illness to arise. So, I'm going to say, and I don't know if I've repeated this a time or two in past, but I feel like it's important to point out, if you're not ill already at the time of this reading, it doesn't mean this represents like your opportunities or chances of getting ill, just to be clear. It's really more indicative of, if one were to become ill during this aspect, that would be the expectation. So if you become ill, you may have it for quite some time. Again, it's earth energy, so whatever lands during that time, it's very, very slow moving, but it's not going to have any lasting effect, okay? And whatever illness is occupying you at that point, nothing else is allowed to come through at the same time. Again, earth, heavy, slow, kind of blocks everything out, provides a big wall around you. No cause for evil spirits to harm you. Always good. Spiritual practice. You will be steadfast in keeping vows and the like, and your wishes will be fulfilled. So good time for any kind of practices where you want to manifest something, right? And again, we have the new moon coming up on the 6th. So pretty sweet, right? Pretty sweet. Let's see. Lost article. It has not been moved from the place where it was lost. If by chance it has been moved, then it will be difficult to recover. So if you lost something or lose something during the week, it probably is right where you left it. I love it when that happens. That happens a lot. But if somebody moved it, it won't be easy for you to find it again. Will they come and will the task be accomplished? Unless the matter is settled quickly, there is a chance of delay. So if you don't manage to kind of go bim, bam, boom, we get it, we got it, we're good, then it may take a while. Again, earth, right? But the results should be really good. Then all remaining matters, if they are not delayed, they will turn out well. It will be difficult to accomplish unsteady activities such as giving up your job, moving, going to new places, making requests to officials, and the like. Also, activities involving destruction, not favorable. Activities involving wealth rituals, binding, hastily done works, and so on are excellent. Erect shrines for wealth deities such as Vasudharani, and also erect stupas. Bury a wealth vase in your house. I have never heard of that practice. I mean, there are a lot of different, in the world of magic and witchcraft and so forth, there are lots and lots of those types of rituals that exist. But I'm not aware. of that one in Tibetan practice. Might have to research that. That's kind of fascinating. To practice increasing activities is very good. So anything that increases wealth or brings more things to us, that's a good idea. Recite the mantras of Buddha Lokani and Ksitigarbha. Rituals, so for anyone who's not a Tibetan practitioner, that would be Jizu or Jijang Posal or Diso. That's who Ksitigarbha is. Rituals perform, and the earth, he's an earth deity, and also known to be a bodhisattva, devoutly dedicated to freeing all beings from hell and the hell realms, which I really like and appreciate. I've always been very attracted to that. Rituals performed for Bernag Chen Mahakala are also beneficial. This prediction is known as the placing of some great thing upon another great thing. So again, like the mountain of jewels on top of the gold, one great thing upon another great thing. That's beautiful. So it looks like any manifestation rituals that you want to do over the coming week are going to be met very, very favorably. So, yay. Oh, I can turn this horrible light off. There we go. And yeah, otherwise, it looks like all is well. And I'm excited to see how that turns out. It makes sense now. I mean, yeah. I thought semi-wrathful because I've been feeling like that energy's around, but it may be the hangover from this last week. Let me tell you, I don't know what the divination was for this last week, but it felt pretty semi-wrathful to me, honestly. I'm curious as to know, like, if you had that or not, because certainly the week prior was wrathful. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is long enough. It's going on a bit. And I want to get on to the tarot for this week as well. So thank you again, and the tarot will be coming up shortly. All right, take care. Lots of love to all. Bye.